Abby, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Linda?
Good. What's going on? What can I do for you today?
Yeah, so I'm in this class this semester that has asked me to find a faculty member who I can discuss my research question with, but
Mm,
I don't know where to start with something like that. Can you give me some resources?
yeah, absolutely. One of the resources that I like to start with for this, and let me share the screen with you, is on the Undergraduate Studies page. And so the Undergraduate Studies page is pretty cool because they operate at the university level and they have resources that are pretty much campus wide. So this page that I just pulled up is about their info sessions and workshops. And so you can see they have a bunch of different info sessions, virtual workshops on research funding, presentation skills, poster workshops. If your research takes off, you might want to look into presenting it somewhere. And they also, if you can't go to any of those, they actually have this little getting into research videos where you can go and kind of watch the sessions just that they have been recorded. And then they have some links over here that also have a bunch of different information with links to scholarships and kind of connecting with different faculty and advisors.
Okay, awesome. That sounds really useful. So I kind of have an idea of the topic that I want to study. How do
Mhm.
I find a faculty member that's also interested in that I can talk to about my ideas?
Well, so there's a couple different ways to do that. They actually have this link here for Eureka, and that's a pretty good place to start. And the reason why is faculty have to choose to put their information up here on Eureka. And so that means they're kind of already open to talking to students about research. And that's something they're seeking out opportunities to maybe to mentor students. Um, what what are you interested in?
I'm interested in the intersection of mental health and race.
Oh, um, well, let's see. So we'll go to the faculty page here. And you know what? Let's just enter those terms in and see what comes up. Because you can see to start, we have over 2,000 people to search from. Um, and so even here, we have over 300 people. So we're going to narrow it a little bit. Since we're in the College of Liberal Arts, well, I usually select that one. Um, and so that narrowed it to 154. So we might just kind of scroll down here and see. Um, we do have our LH director, Mark Music here, but we're going to look at some other people just that you might not know to reach out to. So this professor, Dr. Sturm, is in anthropology. And so I'm going to pull her up. Um, and so you can see what you would find here is, it tells her the job title, lists her research interests, regions that she's interested in, departments she's connected with. And then actually, there's this link over here. If you click on this link, it actually takes you to her faculty page in the Department of Anthropology, where you can get even more information. So it has her email if you want to reach out to her, and then tells you a little more specifically what she's interested in, race, sovereignty, and citizenship, comparative colonialisms. You can download her CV here and take a look. And there you might find books she's written, articles she's published. You can also pull up courses that she's taught right here. And it tells you the semester that she has taught those. You can even look up descriptions of those courses too. So I like Eureka because there is just a ton of information there. But you can see even as we narrowed it, we still had a lot of people to look at. Sometimes you have a particular department that you have in mind. So let's say you're interested in race and mental health, but maybe you want to explore that from a literary perspective. There's people who might research how health and race come together in literature. And so what you can actually do is, so here we're at the faculty page in anthropology, we can actually, maybe we'll go to the English department and see what they have. And so if you go to the English homepage, we can then click on faculty and you can filter by fields. And you can see English is a pretty big department, so they have a lot of different fields. But if you pick just US race and ethnic studies, we get a much shorter list. Um, and again, it sort of tells you someone's name, some of their interests. Um, we can pick Dr. Gonzalez right here, and you'll see again his emails here. We have his CV. Um, Again, you can pull up courses, publications even, and see what comes up where you kind of don't even have to get the CV. Not everyone will have that. Everyone's page is a little bit different, so you kind of just have to look around and see what's there. Um, and so you can look up some of the books and articles that he's written to get a little more information about what he is interested in researching. So that's a good place to get started. Those are the two main ways I know of to go research kind of faculty's academic interests.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. That's super helpful because UT is such a big school, but it's great to know there's those centralized databases to find that information.
Mhm.
If I do decide to reach out to a faculty member, how do I do that? I mean, do faculty answer undergrad emails? How do I get their attention?
Um, yes, they will. They're like anybody else. They're busy people, but they do answer emails. You keep in mind, people become faculty because they love research. And when someone reaches out to them that wants to talk about getting involved with research or learning more about the research that they're doing, they're often very happy to meet with that student because that's what they enjoy talking about. So the undergraduate studies page, that we had pulled up before, they actually have a template for an email that you can use when reaching out to faculty. So I would go look that up and start there. And it's pretty straightforward. Introduce yourself, tell them what you're interested in, explain what you're hoping to get out of the meeting, why you want to meet with them, and then you might show that you've done your homework and that you have something in common with this professor and reference one of the articles that they have listed that they've written. And you can go look a lot of this up online through the library. You can get many of those articles, just download them for free from the library's webpage.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I feel way better prepared to start my research journey and to do that class assignment.
Yeah, well, good. And one other thing I might say, when you do actually get a meeting with someone, and you want to talk about research, I would prepare for that meeting. And I recommend making a list of maybe like 3 to 5 questions that you have for them, either about research ideas you have or questions about something in one of their articles that you thought was interesting. And that way you can make sure to keep the conversation going and make a good connection with them.
Okay, awesome. I'll do that. Thank you.
Sure. What else? Do you have any other questions?
Um, I was wondering about funding. If I do decide to start a project, where do I go to find funding to support that?
Well, there's a couple different places actually, starting with UGS again, and I'll put that page up. They have a whole page about scholarships and awards, and these are all things that come from undergraduate studies. They have some links to other scholarships too. So the College of Liberal Arts has some that you can go to, and you can find those all on the main COLA scholarships and award page. And then LAH also has scholarships um, here on the LAH page. And we have some that are specific to research, and what you can apply for, like just other general scholarships. They might be essay competitions. And so that's pretty much true for anything. I would apply for any scholarship that you are eligible for. It doesn't need to specify that it's for research. And then you can take that money and use it to support your research.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that sounds really good. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. So do you think you're ready to go start some research?
Yeah, I feel ready. Thank you so much. If I have any more questions, I'll let you know.
Okay, sounds good. Take care, Abby.
You too. Thank you, Linda.